Hi friends on YouTube, Erica Hammond here with type 1 diabetes for 25 years. Today my video is going to be about keto way of eating and compared to carbohydrate way of eating. And in my 25 years of experience, I have been told to eat many different kinds of diets, high carb, low carb, high fat, low fat. But it wasn't until I found the keto diet that my blood sugars actually settled down. And as a diabetic, when I heard the word keto, immediately a red flag went up in my mind because I thought, you can't have ketosis. That's dangerous, because you hear of diabetics going to ketoacidosis and all that. And I thought that it would be a dangerous situation for me as a diabetic to do a keto diet. But in learning about it, I found out that the danger is when you have high blood sugar floating around in your bloodstream and you're burning ketones, and so that's the dangerous situation. And so when I decided to jump in and try it, it was life-changing. In 25 years, I have never found something that has been so great for my blood sugars. Carbs and I have had a very difficult relationship the last 25 years because when you eat carbs, of course, you need insulin on board, and if you don't have insulin on board, it's going to go spiking through the roof, and then you're going to take insulin, and if you overdo insulin, it's going to go drop down, and then you're going to eat to bring it back up, and it's just a roller coaster ride. And when I started the keto diet, this is what happened to my blood sugars. Ta-da! It was amazing. So I thought, oh no, if I go low, what am I going to do? But I just stuck with it for the first 3 or 4 days, and after I felt like I was going low, my liver put out enough carbs for me to come back up, and then my body started using the fat for a fuel source instead of sugar. It made my blood sugars not drop too low ever and not go way too high ever. And so if you're on the keto diet as a type 1 diabetic, your doctor's going to say, oh, but I'm worried that you're not going to have any carbs because you need carbs for this and that. But you know what? It has done amazing things for my blood sugar. Like, look at this. This is how I go when I'm on keto, and as soon as I want to take a break from keto and I start introducing back in fruits and breads and all those, and ice cream and all those things that we want, this is what my blood sugar does. It goes up to 400 and drops down. And I want to tell you a story. In the night, for most of my diabetic life, if I go low in the night, I am delirious. I wake up in a cold sweat and I'm shaky, and so I'll be clear down here, and then I will eat like a horse in the middle of the night because my body's like, you're starving, you have to have some sugar. So I go and I eat in the night, and then in the morning it's like over 400, and it's because I overcorrect. But when you're eating at night and you're half asleep, you're like, I'm just gonna eat until I'm just satiated, and it's been awful. It's been a nightmare, pretty much a nightmare. So what I want you to know is try the keto if you're a type 1 diabetic or type 2. You will be amazed at what it does. I'm going to put this down and tell you that when I started the first few days, I was afraid I was going to go low, and I did somewhat, but then after the first week, my blood sugars leveled out, and I never went low even when I was exercising. And then I tried the intermittent fasting, which I introduced slowly. I was on keto for a while before I even thought about intermittent fasting. And now I hardly ever eat breakfast, and my blood sugars are great without breakfast. And even though you think, well, I'm going to be hungry, once you feel that release from food, it's almost like a freedom. It's like the fog out of your brain, the sugar fog that you have in your brain clears out, and then all of a sudden you can think clearly, and you're not tired because you have high blood sugar from the carbs that you eat. And then you can also go exercise and not be afraid of going too low because your body is used to using fat as an energy source. And you're just going to feel so much better. And your blood sugars are going to be so much better. And your doctor's going to be going like, what are you doing? But you know what? Doctors don't know everything. So I know they know a lot, but they don't know everything. So try the keto, try intermittent fasting. You will love the freedom that you have, because as a diabetic, I've carried food around with me everywhere. And you still should, you still should have a granola bar in your backpack. But if you go on keto, you're going to feel a food freedom. Like, you're going to feel freed from food, because you won't have to eat all the time to keep your blood sugars from dropping too low or going too high. And you're going to decrease your insulin by over half. Like, I decreased my insulin in half because I was on the keto, and it is amazing how much better you feel when you have less insulin in your body. And so if you have any questions, please post them in the comments. I highly recommend keto to anyone, and for type 2 diabetics even more, because you could probably stop taking your medication if you went on keto as a diabetic. So have a great day, and I'll see you next time.